Alright, it's time to tap the keg. It's a little dark in here. I don't think any light's going to come in here. Maybe I can make a little light happen. I did, a little light. How you doing? So, camera's not going to stay still for me, so I can't do much about that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tap this keg of raspberry beer. Squirt it right down. I don't know why I'm talking that way, but I am. Time to tap the raspberry rapture. Come on, baby. Get on there. I don't see any leaks. I'm checking for leaks. We're tapped. I'm going to have to drop the pressure a little. Maybe not. We're going to deliver it as it is and see what it goes. We got the sacrifice here. We'll let the pus run out there because I know there's going to be a lot of puree coming out first. Shut it off. See what that looks like one more time. And I don't want to sacrifice too much. That should be enough. I'm willing to drink a little bit of puree. Why wouldn't I? How you doing? So I'm going to dump this out the window or something. Or just set it out of the way and then I'll get the glasses. We'll do it live! We'll do it live! Oh, I heard that someplace before.
We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! And thing sucks!
We'll just set this over here. And we'll grab the two glasses. I guess the missus ain't helping out too good this time. Take a glass over here. Thanks.
Oh, sorry.
That's a lot of work for nothing. Ay, ay, ay. So, here's the first pour of the Raspberry Rapture. After 4 days of carbonation, not quite carbonated enough yet. So we'll leave the pressure set on high. But we got to sample it here. There's one. Yeah, she could use a little bit more carbonation. What a waste of camera that is. So yeah, it's got to go a couple more days of carbonation. I can tell it's on day 4.5 or something. So, but we're going to sample it. A little cloudy, I'm sure. Let's see what we got here. Nice background here. Yeah, she's a little cloudy. All right, I got the Raspberry Rapture. Like I say, it's not totally 100% carbonated. Wow. I can tell.
This is delicious.
Calm down over there. You tasted it already?
It's phenomenal.
Oh, she must taste it. A little cloudy. It's not a wheat beer. In fact, I don't think... Ah, man, she beat me to it here. I don't think I put wheat in here. I get so confused. Where the hell's my Rapture beer? Oh, this had Cara Munich and Cara Red. Oh, no Cara Red. Honey malt. Oh, we had a little wheat in there. Yeah, a pound of wheat. So that'd give it a little cloudiness. The smell is like a beer. I don't get the smell. I'm trying to remember the hops I used in here. I know I used some of my homegrown. On with the taste anyway. Okay. Wow. That's a fruit bomb. That's why she said that. Man, you get the raspberry right up front. Heavy on the raspberry. Time to check the notes. 1.5 pounds. No. 1.5 ounces of my homegrown Cascade leaves from 2017, 2018. 2 ounces Citra at 15 minutes and 2 ounces of Willamite. Man, I love the Willamite. My Cascade don't come through on it. Caramel, 2 pounds. The mouth feels nice. Nice and smooth. Almost creamy. I didn't put candy sugar in this. Has a little bit of bitter end on the raspberry at the end, which is strange. Like, you know, I like things sweet, and this, it starts out sweet and then ends up a little bitter, which is a little strange to me. I forget how many times I've made this one now. This is raspberry. We made a 10-gallon batch. Yeah, this would be the four or 5 gallons. I got to start bottling some and comparing them to the end there. But yeah, Cascade Leaf, Citra, and Willemite. 10-gallon batch here. I dug my notes out. Behind that, a raspberry was a 5-gallon batch. One was in June, one was in August. And then we had to go ahead here in February and brew this one. 10 gallons, 5 to 15. So it's 20 gallons of raspberry brew we accomplished over time. This one I like the most. So I was just comparing the notes. We cut down the candy sugar. I took the candy sugar out of this recipe and got a better lower ABV because we didn't want to get crap faced on this beer like this all the time. This is a great summer beer. Prost! There's my Pear wine I'm going to transfer. I got my iPhone back there just to show how clear it is. I don't know if the camera's going to pick up that, but it's really clear. It's clear as a whistle. Open up my iPad. So there you go. We're going to transfer that today and get that. We're going to get a reading on it first with the hydrometer, see what she finished off at, and we're going to back sweeten this with some Monin pear syrup sweetener, just a little bit to give it that little tang that the women like, and we'll be on with bottling that. Well, should get the bottling, but we get the potassium sorbate. You use one teaspoon of this one's going to be the to stop the back stop blah 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 blah. 1 teaspoon of potassium sorbate to stop the back re-fermentation. Let's try that again. She gets 1 teaspoon of potassium sorbate to stop re-fermentation, and I'll put that right in the main in the 1 teaspoon of potassium sorbate in the pear wine today. That'll stop any re-fermentation because we plan on back sweetening it with some sweetening syrups. So we're going to take a reading of this now and see what the hydrometer says where she stands right now. We'll get that sorbate in, and we're going to transfer it over to the other carboy, which I have sanitized down here, and we'll be on with the pear wine transfer. We'll be bottling that within 2 more days. Okay, we used the Wine Thief to get our sample here, and that should be just enough to float the hydrometer, and it is. And we plan on pouring this sample back, so everything has been sanitized. I won't need the Wine Thief no more, so I can just set that on the table. We clean that up again later. And I do want to put my my bung back in there temporarily in the original. So we'll sit down here, see if we get a reading. That's the pear wine. Table's a mess here, but she's clear as a whistle. My hands are sanitized also. Now right now she's sticking to the glass. Look at the bubbles in there. We're definitely going to have to degass this before we go ahead and bottle it. Come on out of there. I got to see the reading here. Per gallon. So we need 3 half teaspoons here. That's 1. 2, 3. That'll stop any re-fermentation from happening. Like I say, that's the potassium sorbate. Man, look how clear that is. Nice, clear pear wine after that many amount of months. Out of my so-called glass. Taste tested a pear wine. Boy, I don't even know if I want to back sweeten it. It tastes really nice the way it is. Oh, yeah. For raw pears, these pears came off my daughter's tree. She finished at 13.91%, so you can call that 14%. That's not too bad. Here it is 9 o'clock in the morning, and I had a little glass of 14% pear wine there, and I've got happy feet. Ooh, time for some lunch. Breakfast. We're going to degas the wine today. This is my degassing tool on my drill. Nothing more than a couple zip ties glued onto an old coat hanger. And it works wonderful for stirring. You'll see what I'm going to do here. I'll pull the airlock out. We're going to degas it. Then we're going to add the monin to it today. And we're going to back sweeten it. So here we go. It's going to take some time. The whole table's vibrating here. You can see the CO2 coming out. The bubbles. This is going to take about, it's going to be about 10 minutes, I can tell. Now we're going to take some Monin pear syrup, premium gourmet syrup. Just about a half a bottle is all we want. From past experiences, I know what that's going to taste like. So there, we're going to let that set again for maybe another week. Let it degas itself a little bit more. I'm going to have to stir it up a little bit, but